Stacia Underwood Gullett is attempting to help spirits cross to the other side. Pay especially close attention to what appears to be orbs with intelligent movement throughout the course of this segment.
Không rõ. Well, above my head again. I might pull it off. Oh, there's nothing in there.
So it stops in midair, turns, and goes up. Then there's one that went in to your head, love.
Yep. What you actually nobody really sees is we're in pitch black. It's,
Yeah.
everything is done is so he has to when he came down to check on me. That's what he was doing with the flashlight, trying to see what's going on, and he knew when he saw me slumped that something was up. So I
Yeah.
was just trying to get my strength built up and kind of push back, and then some of them you'll hear me saying, you can't do that, push back.
Mm-hmm.
I try, that's all. I've really never told anybody about it, but I try to help as much as possible.
Now you keep this in mind too, all of you guys watching. She does this not once a week. It's like what, every night, every other night?
Yep.
And what you saw, of course, some people will dismiss it as dust. I've never seen dust stop and go up. I've never seen intelligent patterns to dust. Dust falls or it blows, whatever.
Yeah.
That wasn't dust. Whatever it was, be it orbs,
It
spirits,
was
whatever you want to
energy.
call it, it's energy
It was
and
pure
it's
energy.
intelligent. It's going in
Absolutely.
those places. It is probably, and I remember, but that's nothing. That's compared to the first one I ever saw
Yeah.
that you had sent me. I mean, you could barely see, I could barely see you for all of them. When somebody's gifted like that, it's kind of like they're a lighthouse or a beacon to spirits.
You're
Or
standing, and that's how it is. You're holding a light in the dark.
yeah, and they come to you and they don't quit unless you got to learn how to tune that stuff out. So you got to have a life too. You've got to be able to eat and sleep and go to the store and do and outside of the things which are required for living, you got to have a life. And you, my dear, are very busy with this. And just like the nice British lady said, you help a lot of people with a focus or an emphasis, I should say, on kids and elderly.
Here in the past couple of years or so, I've been trying to help, more with the kids, but I still help anybody. It doesn't matter. It's we all have had some terrible things happen to us. We all have that grief and that
Nobody
heart
has a
broke.
monopoly on that. That's true.
We've all been through it, and I know I've been through it a few times, and
Sure.
and I want to be there to help. And then what got me doing it again every night, and it took a toll on my health, was Dwayne.
Lovelace.
That sent me right back into everything trying to help him. And if you'll notice, the one orb that keeps coming back to me out of the wall, he's the brightest orb, and that's who it is.
Okay.
And I actually filmed it, filmed us. I asked him questions that the family wanted asked,
Hmm.
and I put the machines around where he could light them up for yes or no, and I videoed all that and sent it to the family.
Okay. All right. How this is kind of a dumb question, I guess, but
There are no
well,
dumb questions.
I guess I'm wondering how they are, how they're doing, how they're responding to this. You
It's
never get over
been
the
a little
loss.
bit. I try to stay in contact with like Mildred and Marie because you know
Hmm.
that's
You never get over the loss of a loved one. You don't. You learn
once
how
you
to
weren't
cope
out there
with
with
it.
me and you felt that out there. There ain't no getting over that.
No, no, that was as strong as anything I think I've ever felt. I no sooner pulled into the parking lot and I was hit.
Yep.
I was hit with a very wrong feeling. This is something's not right here. Something's wrong. And it's It's an occupational hazard doing what we do because you can't just walk away from it. You can't just say, well, the whistle just blew. It's time to clock out and go home. That's not how this works.
Right.
You take this stuff with you. You take it to bed with you. You take it to the grocery store. You take it in the car. You take it on a bike ride. You take it everywhere you go. You see things, and you see things that remind you of them. I see things that remind me of people I've never met. I never met Merrill Baldridge. I never met Dwayne. As a matter of fact, it would be easier for me to tell you about the people I did meet because there are far fewer. I never met Heather. I never met, so many of the people that we've done the episodes on. I never met who he was known as the boy in the box. I never met him. But yet you still see his face and you still think about these people. You still think about these things. It's an occupational hazard.
You notice when we started doing that and he was coming through to us, it wasn't that long after that you found out who he was.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know that he's come through since. Sometimes and this is just my thought, but I think, let me get you back on there. I think that they come through because they've got a message or they're needing something or wanting something. And sometimes it really is as simple as, damn it, nobody knows my name. Well, they do now. And sometimes they come through because they don't want to be forgotten. I mean, can you imagine, let's just say, for 100 years, you're trying to talk to people and get their attention. Nobody even acknowledges your existence. That's exactly what's happening with a lot of these spirits. That is why we try to keep memories alive. And yes, the podcast episodes. See, this is not the podcast. This is the gatherings. The podcast is the Mountain Mysteries. We're going to start generating new episodes, and some of them are going to be based on what 606 Paranormal has done. Certain cases, we may change a few names and may even change a few locations or something like that. But look for that to be coming back sometime around June, July. And more than likely, weekly episodic releases. And, of course, the gatherings will continue as well. So let's go ahead and say hi to some of the people in the chat room.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got Stephanie and Maddie Blankenship. Helen Prater. Hey, Helen. Hope you're doing good. Charles Bowling. Barry Pennick.
Bobby. There's Bobby. Christina.
Okay. Yeah, Christina, who is one of our newest Patreon members. And
Welcome, Christina.
Yeah, I love Christina. She's just awesome. And just a lot of people in there. So yeah, let's see. Brooke Casey, Tracy Ferguson, Teresa Koch,
Barry, Steph, Carrie.
Yeah.
So glad to see you guys.
Yeah, and I'm not even getting into Brooke. Don't start your crap. Open the door, Chris. Open the door. Yeah, open the door.
I need some laughter. I'm on this.
Well, let me tell you something. If anybody's going to give it to you, she will.
I know.
She had me tore all to pieces. I mean, I just stay cracked up around her. I love her. She's like a daughter to me. And
Yep.
She's, man, I'm telling you what, she's goofier than Clowny Cakes. I mean, she needs professional help, but that's okay. And yeah, big hello to Carrie. I'm glad you're here. And, I found out that a lot of people watch that really don't get involved with the chat. Let me throw this out there. I've got this little tool on the platform here that says that it's different, or that it has trouble posting or for us to read chats on Facebook. That's why I've been saying this.
We missed some people last time because there was a couple different chat rooms.
Yeah.
And I hated that I missed everybody.
So if you can, go to YouTube and I'll actually pull up the link and I'll post it in the chat here in a minute. It's free to watch it on there. But in there, everybody, we get the chat clear as a bell, and you can hear or you can read what other folks are saying. And honestly, right now, the majority of people watching this are on YouTube. It's Chris Sloan Media, SLONE. Uh, so I think it's youtube.com/ at the at sign Chris Sloan Media. And like I said, I'll post it in here because the Facebook thing's just not working out for us. Um, when this program Restream has issues putting chats on Facebook and stuff like that, and YouTube has no problem with it whatsoever. I mean, it's never failed us. As far as I'm concerned, it's a better platform for what we do for this. But I'd love to keep it on Facebook just because it's kind of easy for people to find, and I know a lot of y'all are used to it. But it's evolving. So, but with that being said, has it been active this evening so far?
Yeah, I had to turn it down actually.
Where's Pudding at? I don't see him anywhere.
I thought, oh, he had to go run and do an errand real quick, something he forgot. But he should be here in a minute.
Oh, okay. Is he bringing us pizza? The heathen. So it's
Yeah.
so okay. So if you want, we'll go ahead and get started with. You said
we're up and running and then going because they've been coming through the whole time we've been talking, so I've had to kind of turn it down.
Okay.
They're yelling again, so.
Well, what I'm going to do, and I'm sorry that I keep switching camera angles so much, but you're about to see why, because I like to focus on what you guys can see. And I'll just duck down here into the corner. Wait a minute. Let's see.
There we go. Let me pull it down here and I'll put it so we'll see the dolls better.
Yeah, and Janine just came in.
Hey, Janine. Okay, the portal's open. We're all sitting here listening for you. If you want to come through and talk to us.
Is there anybody that would like to come through and deliver a message?
It's Jack.
Jack.
It's Jack. Jack, is there anybody that you want to contact that is here with us? Are you the one that came through earlier and said you're here for help? Sound like a yep to me.
Yeah, it did me too.
How can I help you? Can you tell me that?
Well, that was clear.
Something wise. Are you still there with me? Wow. Yeah. Hello, people. Did you hear that little voice?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Hello, we're here listening to you. Can you come through and tell us what your name is? Or if there's anybody that you want to talk to that's here? There's been a couple of you ask for help tonight. Can you tell me what you need? Are you still there?
Is anybody there that'd like to come through?
We're just here and listening to you.
We can pass a message on to your loved ones.
Absolutely.
Some of them may be here in the chat right now listening.
There's the help again.
Yeah.
Tom. Wow.
Do you have a message for Tom, or is your name Tom?
Last name Little.
Tom Little.
Is your last name Little? Can you tell me what your first name is? I love to sit. You're coming through loud and clear. Thank you for that. Mr. Little, are you still there? I've heard you all say love a couple of times tonight. I'm glad to see that. She said, I'm tired. You can connect with us. We're here.
Yep. Sounded like she said it shall be done.
Gosh, it's that same voice. Can I ask, are you having problems because of where you are? Do you feel like you're maybe stuck there? Is that why you asked me for help? Can you tell me where you're at? We would love to know. I've heard Dad come through about 3 times. The procession.
Okay.
Were you in a procession? Daddy something. He's gone. He loved them. He's a better person. Maddie. Heard that one again. Do you have any messages for Maddie? Christina? Did you hear Christy?
Sounded like Christy, or yeah, it sounded really close to that. I still have a little trouble distinguishing some of what they say.
Me too.
You each other.
We have each other. Yes, we do. Maddie is listening. If you have a message to send to her, Maddie, I heard it again. Can you tell
Yep.
me your name or tell me something about yourself so that we'll know who we're talking about? I swear it sounded like it's something happened 10 months ago.
If any of this makes any sense to anybody in the chat room, please jump on there
Can you
and say
tell
something.
me what happened 10 months ago?
And then
Okay, that was weird. Okay.
Yeah.
we'll think that would have been 15 years.
15 years. What does the 15 years mean? Is that when you passed? Is that how old someone is? Oscar. It said Oscar.
Oscar. I don't know any Oscars.
History. Being at night. Paul just liked.
Christina had a good question. Is the 15 years and 10 months related?
Could be.
Could be. That's a good point.
And the bed is where I see her. Who do you see? Something they try to trap me.
And I thought I also just heard help again. I'm back here, is what the little girl just said. Something can you try? Derek. And then it sounded almost like Kaywood. Who's playing the music for us? Well, that's the ghost of AT&T coming through.
It does. I know something. And then I heard water. At the bottom.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Wow. Okay, that's hitting home.
Yeah. Lord. And Joey. Can you tell me who was dead? I thought I heard it, but I want to hear it again. Can you tell me who you were talking about? That was at the bottom. I suppose something for a few more hours, a few hours.
Wow. Okay.
Emmy?
Emmy.
He said, I'm not that far away. Your house. My house.
He'd probably be more likely to be at yours than mine.
Old man something. And it sounded like he said Randall. Like a country version of Randall.
Yeah.
Like Randall.
Country accent. Mm-hmm.
Yes, very much. That's one thing that always surprises me.
Stace, a lot of this is adding up. A lot of this is adding up.
It hurt.
What hurt? Tell me what hurt.
Doctor. Celeste and something. Throwing a lot of names out tonight. I appreciate that.
Why does that name sound familiar to me? Celeste.
Could you talk to me instead of whispering? Would that be too hard for you? Gosh.
I know.
What? Are you going to play music for me? You know we like that. I don't know how you're doing it, though.
Good question.
It's an old type of phone.
Or like a rotary phone?
Hey, Chris. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounded super familiar. Hey, back at ya. Can you give me your name? So that everybody can hear it? Somebody said nobody loved me. Is that female voice? Well, we love you. May I something? May I do that too?
Did I tell you this is Shirley?
Yes. Hey.
You know what scares me about this is I'm actually getting better at understanding them.
Uh-huh. Chris, I know you'll know. What will Chris know? Order something. We ordered something. Something like a crawl. Is it some kind of drink you're talking about, maybe? Tell him, and he'll say, "Buddy, don't. Bud, don't." Are you trying to give us a call?
Thank you for using AT&T.
Well, I tell you what, I can remember hearing that stuff, being on the phone for 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'd say half the people out there now wouldn't even know what a rotary phone is.
Sure. We were in an antique shop, and I told the kids, I said, "You see this phone right here?" I said, "There's a rotary." I said, "How do you use that?"
Are you
Um,
kidding me?
uh, yeah. I told them, I said, everybody had a number, and you had to stick your finger in there and dial it around. They were trying to tap it and everything.
Oh my dear Lord.
That's what I said. Lord have mercy. He said, "We're gone." He said, "Yeah, we all are." Are you two getting along?
Christina said she keeps hearing the start of the State Farm jingle. It does say that. Or it sounds like it. Like
I
a
keep
good
hearing the
neighbor.
stars. Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
It does. It sounds like it.
Are
Yeah.
y'all playing us the State Farm stuff? How'd y'all get that? It's what I want to know, because there's nothing in these sound banks but gibberish. So you guys are really amazing me when you do this, and you know I love it.
Janine says, please tell Trevor he was right. I love the huge TV he bought over as a surprise. I thought at first it'd be too long for the room, but he told me to trust him, and yeah, he was right.
Hey, Janine is got you on her loving mind tonight.
If you had said something like that to Trevor and him sitting right there, he would have started singing "You've Lost That
Oh,
Girl" and Johnny something.
I'm just waiting.
Yep.
Yeah, can you play? Hey, listen, Trev, if you are there where we can hear you, first of all, we all love you. You know that.
Yeah.
But Miss Janine would love for you to play her a little something. I love. Something wife. Can you play her a little bit of music? Can you play her some music that maybe just from you? I heard that. Hey.
Mm-hmm.
That was a funny voice. And hey. Sound like my daughter playing a trick on me. Hey.
Yeah.
Are you still with me? Hi, something, 2 syllables. I did hear someone. There's old country boy back.
If you're scared.
Sorry. I want to hold her.
I thought it either said that or hold me. One or the other.
Yeah.
Pretend it's
Slick. If you're there and you can give them a sign that only they will recognize, can you do that for me? They're going to be listening for you. Hubba. Come on and have a conversation with us. We would love it.
Georgia.
It's real.
I may have misunderstood it, but I thought it said, or a voice came through and said Georgia.
Oh, yeah.
That's white.
Here. I keep hearing wife.
I've heard it 2 or 3 times.
Is your
Well, there it was again.
okay? State Farm is
Is
there. Okay. Oh, did you hear that?
Yep, guitar. Okay.
Oh, that sounded pretty good.
Yep.
Hey, can we get some of that again? And thank you for doing that. Oh, thank you.
There it is again. Mm-hmm.
What? Thank you for the music box that you're sending us. I mean, that really means a lot, especially when we ask you to do that. Home. Something that sounded like I was stupid. And then somebody said no. No. But I'm working through it. How great. I wish I could get to you. I wish you could too. Well, that sounded like somebody doing like a raspberry on somebody's stomach. I hope. His cheeks were catchy.
I couldn't make it out.
His cheeks were something.
But it sounded like a full, complete sentence.
It really did, yeah. England. Is that what you said? I did talk. Yep. Yes, my love. Let's play something. Charles said he plays the guitar. Want to play a little something for Charles? Yep. He usually gets 2 or 3 people in here for him.
We all have hearts.
We all have hearts. Yes. Mr. Yep. The whispering said something. She's an angel. An angel. Can you tell me who's your angel? Could you tell me? May. It's almost May here. Good job. Okay. Oh, wow. Daryl.
Listen to it.
Something finally got a hold.
Running back.
Running back.
Running back.
Who's the running back? Neil? She either said I loved life or I was blind. And this one, she keeps saying love and whispering. It's love. I love you something.
Wow.
I love you and a name. I don't know if it was Bub. I love you, Bub. I love you something. Could you tell me who you love? Tell me. Bart.
Away.
Can you tell me? I wasn't good at goodbye. It wasn't a goodbye. Did anybody hear that too?
Yeah, I did.
Did you not get to tell someone goodbye? Is that your song you're trying to play me?
I was like, well, I guess.
I guess.
Speculation.
This is speculation.
In the business.
In the business?
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I did. Sure. What business were you in?
So, a very one man.
A little girl holding my hand. You know who that is?
Yes, I do.
I'm now on. These people, son. Hang on. Okay, hang on. I'm going to turn the portal down, folks, just for a second, okay? I may be beautiful. I bet you are beautiful. I bet you are so beautiful. This woman, and it sounded like it said, loves the Lord. I love that doll and something. Something I can believe it. You're definitely what we wanted to hear. Thank you for coming through.
Well, I heard from her in a while.
It sounded like she said bunny and something with the puppies.
Well, it's the reason she loves animals. So.
Are you with the puppies and the bunnies? Can you tell me? Okay, is something company with her? Do you have all kinds of company up there? All your puppies and bunnies? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we love you. Sister hug.
Sister hug. Now, for the people that don't know, we believe that this is the spirit of a child named Hannah. And Hannah used to come through every
A
time.
lot. Oh, yes.
Stacy and I practically made her a co-host. And then it just quit for a while. She stopped coming through. And now she's back. So.
And I mean, she would get going and stay going.
Oh, boy, I'm telling you. Yes.
But there's not a pause in any of the gibberish that came through. There's no pause. Like, she just not.
And talked about puppies and bunnies and aminals. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In my animal sanctuary in the backyard.
Yeah, she actually mentioned Stacy's animal sanctuary in the backyard it was very much that you had one and she knew it.
I know who you is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we sure do love you, little girl. And you take care of your puppies, okay?
And the bunnies.
And my puppy up there, too. Will you take care of my puppies? I've got a couple puppies up there. I will something.
Hannah, do you have a puppy named Tuffy?
Love you. I'll listen and something.
She is coming through so clear tonight with very little interference.
I love them. All of them. Everyone. And I love that doll or dog something. And God bless me. The dolls something. Yes, you know you can play with these dolls. I will be. Yep, and all the animals. Okay. You can come with me to feed the animals in the morning, okay? Fishy and something. Mini
she has
hearts.
fish up there. It's probably because Brooke sent them to her. She keeps killing them.
Mm-hmm. A good one.
Yeah, she does.
Your mama gives you lots of love and sends you all of her love. And is so glad to hear from you.
Yeah.
She gets that big time talking. Okay,
She
baby
does.
girl, I'm going to turn the portal back up, okay? So that we can listen to you and the other people too, okay? My mommy and me. And you'll see the sun, okay?
She is quite chatty, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. She even said, yeah. That's okay, honey. You can be chatty all you want. That's fine. Everybody that hears her falls in love with her within 30 seconds. They're crazy.
Oh, gosh. I'm just
Yeah.
glad she came through. I mean, that's great.
Yeah, she is. She
She
is.
actually went off on us. Let me turn hers all the way up just in case she comes back.
Well, Stace, I mean, how long has it been since we've heard her?
I mean, it's been months.
Yeah, it's been a long time. And
Probably
there at
since
one
last,
point, if we were on the air, you could bet she was going to be too.
oh yeah, last summer maybe.
Yeah,
I probably spring or summer.
probably so.
It's been a while.
But I'm telling
Now
you,
she
every
came
time
back
we
for
were on-
Bobby earlier though. Remember she pushed her way through that one time,
Yeah,
just a couple of months ago.
yeah, we were both focusing on trying to clear a path for her, and she did. She came through.
She came through briefly.
It
but
wasn't
yeah,
for very long, but she did.
absolutely. Now she's got the floor. She's on the loudest, so she comes through. We'll hear her first.
Helen's right. Angie Collins said that she'd like to hear from her mom and dad.
If Angie's mama or dad's out there, could you come through for us?
I've heard from mine. It was life altering. It was life changing. Heard from Trevor. Heard from Ollie. All of that stuff. I mean, it's blessings that you just simply can't believe. It's crazy. And if you had any doubt, let me tell you something. That doubt will disappear.
Absolutely. We never know what we're going to get.
No.
A lot of
we don't.
times, it's pretty vital information.
Yeah. But by the same token, we have to remember this isn't a circus and it's not a dog and pony show. We're not here to ask them to do tricks. We're here to ask them to validate that they are okay, that they are here. And if they have a message, and it can be a message as simple as I love you, that's
Yes.
fine.
Her, she knows. It's about what she. Does anybody have any messages for anybody in the chat room? Yep, just speak up. We're listening.
And you just
Charles's brother Dean, if you're out there, come through for us. How did you do this? We just turned on actually the spirit box and put some sound banks in it. And I'll try to help you come through if you need it. Jackson. Okay. Girl. Cat.
Messages from Moochie.
That's my Poochie Poo.
Is it?
I call my dog Moochie all the time.
Oh, there's my baby girl.
That's those sweet cheeks. She's
Yep.
hiding behind the spirit box over there tonight.
That's Miss Jenny.
You know it. What they say. Do y'all like Jenny? Or do y'all just like messing with Jenny?
I love Jenny.
When people are watching, you guys like to move Jenny
I love Jenny and Elsa both.
on the infant.
Infant.
I have a little infant boy doll sitting here with a soft spot and all of that. You can play with him. You just might want to stay away from her because she don't tend to play too well with others.
She is the reckoning.
She likes to give people headaches and
Nosebleeds.
nosebleeder too, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. She's very.
And put foot to candy ass. Yep. She-
You get my little babies out for me. I haven't brought my little babies out in a while.
okay, Angie said that her mom's nickname is Petal, and her
golf.
dad's name is Willard Kimball. In case
Okay.
they come through.
I heard one guy said he was something in the Gulf.
In the Gulf. I wonder if is he talking about the Gulf of Mexico or
I don't.
Persian Gulf or
Yeah, something like that. I bet. If you're still there, we're listening. Can you tell us what you're talking about? The Gulf?
which Gulf? Yeah.
Roll. It's like I said, Jess. Or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, back up. Are you afraid of the dolls? A lot of people are. It's okay. They're not going to bother you. We need Dad and Jackie. Dad and Jackie.
Mexico.
It's Mexico. Yep.
Mexico, that's the Gulf, yeah. Gulf of Mexico.
Something happened to you there? I also want to call out to the little girl who asked Chris and me for help.
Oh gosh, Stacy, you know what just hit me?
If the little girl can come through that asked me and Chris for help.
You know what
listening
just
for you.
Came to us.
Yes, she came to us.
you know what just hit me?
What?
The dream you've been having.
Yep.
Little girl.
Will the little girl come through who asked me and Chris to help find your body? Can you come through and tell me your name? I'm listening. Sounded like there's somebody trying to block her.
Yeah. Well,
It
if
is
what
amazing.
happened is what we think happened.
Goodness.
Yeah.
And if you can't tell already, they're trying to block her.
They are fighting fire to block her.
Like I have never heard them get decided to block us.
Mm. But why? Why them?
The men, something.
Okay, did you hear that
It
whisper?
says Dr. Fosberg. Fosberg? In the community? She did tell me. I know. And we're going to help her if we can.
Are we going to make a trip to Louisville?
I'm going to find out exactly where it's at.
Right.
Can you tell us where you're at? The last place you remember. I looked up, she says. You looked up.
Clothing. What is it? Native.
The native. Is this near native grounds also?
Hmm.
Were these graves unmarked? Spirits, can you help me if these were unmarked graves where this child was taken and thrown away? Did the doctor do this? Yes. Can you all tell me where she is buried? Chris, she's in that one in the back.
Oh, great. That's
In the
exactly.
back?
Yep. That's exactly what you dreamed. That's exactly what you dreamed.
I know there's several. Were there several children put there? Get us. Did you hear that?
Yeah. Yeah, I heard it.
I'm sorry that has happened, and we will try and help you. If we can figure out where you're at. But I will. The others. Nanny's what? Nanny. Goodness.
How many others?
All 11.
11 others. Okay. And they're all behind. They're all in the back.
Can you tell me? Did you hear that? I'm here to help you. Hello, I'm here to help you. Can you tell us where she's buried? More than one. He said there's more than one.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Is it in an old mental facility? Or a tuberculosis hospital? Yes. Thank you for helping us with this when you can. Does anybody else have any messages for any of us here?
The name.
I would love to get her name. Could you help me? I know that's most important.
Pretty vital. We can't go looking for somebody unless we know who we're looking for.
Just beside of the animals. Was it in Kentucky?
So she
The lady that's whispering, can you tell me? You're not going to silence us. You're not. No. You can preach.
Your host.
Are you a... Said some name of something, an evil. Trials?
Something that
Memphis, is it?
Memphis.
Some old woman said Memphis. And somebody just said 328. I'm going to always be listening for you to come through and let me know.
but if there is,
And if there is,
you shut down.
it's shut down. We know
It
that.
said it shut down or we shut down one.
Yeah.
But it could have been somebody who worked there, and that would give them, I mean, that would be correct. We shut down. Yeah.
Are we dead? I'm sorry, but you are. I'm very sorry.
And the world.
Where in the world? He had a knife. His wife, a blonde lady.
Did you have anything like that in your phone?
No, I didn't get that. I didn't get that far yet. But I'll tell you what.
It's clicking, ain't it?
Absolutely, it is. It didn't make the news. We figured that.
No.
No, stop. I can't stop things like that when this happens. Do you remember the night that I had a dream about April and woke up with the black fingerprints on my neck the next morning? I still got pictures from that one too. Can somebody tell me the little girl's name? Be quiet. It's Allie. Can you tell me your name one more time? Allison.
Allie could be short for Allison, yeah.
She just said they were in piles.
Oh, dear God.
Ghost. She's something, he said. I can't make it out. Did she have a doll? I heard one of you say she had a doll. Do you see it? Is that what you said? Her hair was something. Oh my goodness. Yep. Does anybody else have anything to say before we have to take a wrap? Tell them. Come back. And we will. I'm going to shut down the spirit box. Thank you for coming for us. We appreciate it every time you come through.
Every time.
Real life.
It is real life. Well, everybody had their little 2 cents right there, huh?
Yeah, sure does seem like it.
I'm going to keep that one turned on low in case anything comes through.
Okay. Well, it seems to me like it's,
that.
again, it doesn't disappoint. You were right on the money. It was very active tonight.
Yes.
Yeah. This isn't the Holocaust we're talking about. Charles had said, if the kids from the Holocaust, we'd never find them. No, we wouldn't. But it's not
This
the
is
Holocaust.
local. Early as I think 1920, 19 maybe 30.
Okay, Christina, and this is great. We'd love to field a few questions. Christina, go ahead and ask your questions.
Sure.
Until we find out more, we really don't want to be too specific about what's going on. But I'd say between now and next week, we'll have a much better idea. So next week, Stace, if you think that we could, we'll reveal
Absolutely.
what you and I talked about this evening
Okay.
and tell you exactly what it is that we think. You got to keep in mind, she's very gifted. Me, not so much. But she is very gifted. And I get, I don't know, these odd feelings. But Stacy is the one who's really got it. That must have been a hell of an errand that Puddin had to go run.
Oh yeah. He.
Okay.
I guess he's still over at the bank. I don't know. The ATM's not working over there, and he had to go to another bank.
Well, I know. Is it raining where you're at? Raining there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it is here.
Okay.
But for people that are just joining us for the first time, this is every Thursday night at 9:00. Christina, do you open and close with spirits or just let it go?
I guess the way that I had to put this is I never close. I'm always here, and it's always going. It's not always active. I never know what's coming through it. But whenever I do close up, like tonight, whenever we close here, I'm going to ask if anybody else has anything special that needs to come through. And then I always close with the prayer. And I always thank everybody for, coming through for us.
The way that we look at it, and I think that this is accurate, is spirits are people, just without the physical form. Because Albert Einstein said it, Stephen Hawking, energy can't be destroyed. It can only be transformed. And
before the show, I tell them, before, every show, I'm always in here first with them a couple of hours.
Before we ever go on the air, yeah.
And I'm doing the prayers, and I'm telling, anything that's going to come through has to be in love and light to come through me.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I do it. So I don't just turn it on when the show comes on and turn it off when the show goes off. So it just depends, really.
I think you answered Christina's next question too. She said, is it always on?
Oh, yeah.
Or she said that she understands that it's always on, but do you say hello and goodbye? Or is that just nonsense? No, I don't think it's nonsense at all. It's for me anyways, and Stace can disagree or agree. For me, when we're doing something like this, I always show respect. Show a lot of gratitude, and I'm very big on not It's like I said, this is not a dog and pony show. If somebody walked into your house, okay, I'm going to use Stace for example. If I walked in and said, Stace, jump up and turn on that light switch for me, knock on the door 3 times. Stace is probably going to get pretty sick of that and at some point say, you know what, to hell with you. And spirits are no different because they are, in fact, people. And who we are in this life, I think, bleeds over into who we are in the next life.
It really does. It really does.
Angie Collins, Stacey, if you get anything on Krista Garrett, who went missing 2 years ago, she would greatly appreciate it. We believe she was murdered in the Prestonsburg area, but haven't found her. Please keep her in thoughts and prayers in case you get anything from her. Thank you all for doing this. Angie, you're quite welcome. And I do know.
Was she on foot? What was remember the one that we did? We had a couple of different ones came through from Floyd County, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And wasn't she last seen like on foot or something? Because I think that I had her come through for me one day.
The last one that I know of that was last seen on foot was Candy Green Gonzalez, who was from, happened up in the, I think the Abbott Creek area.
Do you remember whenever she told me that her shoes sunk up in the mud?
Yeah.
In the river, and she had to leave her shoes in the river.
Yeah.
And run.
Yeah. That is actually confirmed. That did happen. Or at least one of her shoes anyway that I know of.
She came through and told me about it.
As far as Krista is concerned, I'm thinking the last time she was seen was at a gas station, which is on Kentucky Route 114, or it's on the Mountain Parkway, still in Floyd County, a little bit before you get to McGoffin. Okay. But, and I cannot remember the name of the gas station now. It's like a Marathon Mart or something, I think.
You can actually add me if you want to on Facebook, and you can send me some info on that.
Yeah.
And then I can see what I can get for you.
Yeah. So, Angie, you would be looking for Stacia Underwood Gullett. Or 606 Paranormal. That works too because that is Stace. She founded it. And we're great with fielding questions. We love doing that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And Christina said it's always on for you. I do get, and sometimes maybe you're right, honey. It just hits me out of the blue. And I can almost read what somebody's thinking or feeling. And you know what? I think a lot of people can. And the reason I may be a little more in tune with it is because I'm open to it. What was it you called it, Stace? Empathic.
There are several different types of people who can sense things. He has this. He doesn't know it, but I think he's finding out really quick. But he also has the grounding power. For instance, this is going to sound crazy, but it's the only thing I know. Okay, you remember how Bella was to Edward?
Yeah.
He couldn't hear her thoughts. She grounded him.
Yeah.
Chris has that grounding effect with me, keeps me from absolutely just losing it and being a big crybaby. He had that effect on me. And he's the only person that I've ever experienced that could do that.
Well, you do the same thing for me. We are on the same wavelength, and that's what I tell people all the time. We have been.
It's true. It's crazy.
I think we've been since we were kids. Yeah. We've always just kind of had that. And the fact that we crossed paths again and came back together is in and of itself a miracle if you knew the story.
It really is.
Christina asked if there was a length of time after passing for people to be able to communicate, or is that subjective?
No. I've never noticed any length of time for anything.
I think a lot of it has to do when we, as people who are still here, are ready to receive the messages. Because I remember distinctly asking Stace once, well, why haven't I heard from my mom? And she said, probably because you're not ready. And, 2 days after she died, I walked into this townhouse and her perfume, which was Victoria's Secret's Vanilla Fields, hit me like a ton of bricks. Well, look, I'm not married. I'm single. And I walk in and I don't have Vanilla Fields in the damn apartment. I'm sorry. In my home, I don't have Vanilla Fields. That's
one way they come to you.
Yep. I've got Calvin Klein. I've got Polo Sport, but I don't have Vanilla Fields. And when I walked in and that hit me right there at the door,
yes,
I knew right off the bat, that is Mom.
Yeah.
But I was wondering, why didn't she come through me in dreams? Well, shortly before, well, actually, it wasn't shortly, but a little while before that, Stace and I were doing this very same thing. And I don't think we were broadcasting it. You had broke it out kind of as a private thing for me. And I heard my mom come through.
Yeah.
And I heard my dad come through. And what did I do? I bawled like a 3-year-old, and somebody just took
Me
away
too.
my sucker, damn it. I cried like a baby, and so did Stace.
Me
Because
too.
Stace knew my mom. Stace knew my dad. We went to school together. They would come to the Christmas parties, just like Stace's mom would save one of those great big ass Christmas cupcakes for me every year. And that was the first in line to get them. I got up there. I mean, I was
She did.
whooping Candy ass to get to the
She
front of the
did. She
line.
put in back of cupcakes every time.
Things were as big as my head, and I could eat on it for an hour.
Lord.
But
I want to go back. Let's just all go back in time
Christina,
together.
yeah, I'd love that.
Let's all
Christina,
get in a
you're not
circle
doing
and hold
too much
hands
at
and
all.
go.
The more questions you have, the better. Okay, Angie said that's exactly how she's feeling. Why haven't you heard from your mom? I'm going to have to concur with Stace on this, like I do most things,
When
because
you're ready
right
and she's ready,
when
you
you're
will.
ready and she's ready and the timing's right.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something, it'll happen when you least expect it.
Yes.
It will happen when you don't expect it.
Yes, that's for sure.
I have heard from April Pennington when I didn't expect it. I have heard from Trevor Huff. He came through
Yes.
publicly on this thing several times. It's Trevor. When we were trying to figure out, okay, is that Trevor? Is that Trevor? And we all knew it was in here. And then all of a sudden he comes through. It's Trevor.
Sharp.
And Stace, yeah, sharp as a tack. I mean, very clear. And what was I doing? I was fiddling with the damn control room over here. And all of a sudden I hear Stacy and Lloyd go, oh my God. And I'm like, what did I miss? Well, fortunately, these things repost automatically on YouTube and Facebook. And I got to go back and hear it. And it was. And the first time he came through, he is actually telling me, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because when he died, I didn't see that coming. I think very few people did.
Right.
And let me tell you, it ripped a part of my soul in two. Because he was my best friend in this world. He was my brother. Just like when Ollie died. You know, I think when people we love die, it takes a little piece of us slowly and slowly until finally there's nothing left. And we're sitting there thinking, what the hell am I waiting around here for?
I have to agree.
But that's what brings me to my next point. And Christina, you are welcome to ask all the questions you want. I love that.
Yes,
And
honey.
we want to invite everybody. Look, from here and from Lexington, it's not a very bad drive. On June 9th, is it, Stace? The Haunted Dolls tour.
Let me go
If
back.
you want
and
to come
double
out,
check.
you'll be able to meet us both in person. And we would love to meet with you and sit down and talk with you. I don't know, maybe have a cup of coffee or some hot chocolate. I don't know, whatever, or Coke, whatever. And sit down and talk. But you also get to meet the dolls.
June 9th.
June
Breathitt
9th at 6 p.m. at Breathitt County Public Library.
Yeah.
And
And
there
then
is
July
no charge for
17th,
it.
Estill County.
July 17th in Estill County
Uh-huh.
at the library there.
We're going to be bringing the babies out.
Yeah.
What I've been doing is just packing our haunted dolls out to the libraries and actually teaching people about the dolls and their history and how they get such a bad, rap for things. And just like, me acquiring, I've acquired this
Well,
over 30
hell, we've
years.
both been accused of devil worshippers. Let me tell you something.
Oh,
That's
yeah, I
bullshit.
listen to satanic music and stuff too.
I'm
don't I?
telling you right now, anybody says that's bullshit.
Wait a minute. Oop. Yeah, this is my satanic band, by the way. I'm Satanist.
What is that? Was that Rush?
Ghost. No,
Oh, Ghost.
I love their music.
I thought it
and
said
everything.
Rush.
You're a satanic person. No, I'm not.
I'm going blind in the caveman. I can't see nothing.
Uh-huh.
Look, I like rock and roll music. I like some country. Oh, Ghost, that is so cool.
Well,
I love it. Oh, that's awesome. Well, that right
Yeah.
there is why they're calling you a devil worshiper. But
I
I mean,
have
it's the
about
band's
probably-
logo. It's the album cover.
I think I have maybe 70 of their T-shirts.
Well, you know what they
Actually,
said Kiss
got to
stood
meet
for?
the.
They
I
used
got
to
to
say
meet the singer, so the lead singer.
they used to say Kiss stood for Knights in Satan's Service.
Yes,
ACDC was
I
after
remember
Christ
that
Devil
lyric
Child.
is.
And I'm sitting there going, how freaking
Okay.
stupid can you get? I'm sorry, but
I mean, we've heard it all.
let me tell you something. Brian Johnson, Angus Young, Gene Simmons, Paul Stanley, they all after the money and the life. So, and you know what? They were talented enough to pull it off. And I
Smart.
love listening to them.
Me
But now I
too.
also like listening to Tim McGraw. I love Tim McGraw.
I
So
still love Kiss.
I still love them. They're awesome. One of my
Yes.
favorite songs, I Love It Loud. Beth, the guy wrote it for
Oh
his
yeah.
wife. Great music. So, yeah, Angie's right. You just can't fix stupid. So,
This is me getting inducted into the Satanic Church, by the way, for all the haters.
oh, okay. That looks like the Joker.
That's the lead singer.
Okay.
It's they've got this gimmick. You know how bands are. They have this gimmick, which I don't care about. I just like the music.
Well, there you go. I mean, I like the guy that sings Gangnam Style, just that one song.
I can't believe you said that. I woke up this morning with that song in my mind.
No, it's really bad when you get freaking Baby Shark stuck in your head.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Oh my
I can't.
God.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, there was a good question. If somebody passes away and they're not well, Christine, I'll put it the way that she said it. If
Yeah.
they leave ugly, I think that who we are in this life carries over. I think it's our essence. It's not necessarily all the bad deeds. I think it's the essence of who we are.
If you're sorry for what you've done, that's going to come through.
Yeah,
If you're not, then you're going to be a mean spirit.
and let me clarify something here too. When I
They
talk about
do
Christ,
exist.
when I talk about the Bible, I'm not invoking religion. Religion put Jesus on the cross. There's a difference between religion and a relationship. I believe that with all my heart. So when I talk about Christ, I'm talking about the relationship I have with him. And I do believe exactly what God said, what Christ died for all of our sins.
Yep.
And if we repent, if we confess, and if we believe that he came here, he walked the earth, he died in 3 days, he rose from the grave and took the keys to death with him, then he can forgive you. He will forgive you. But you got to humble yourself down. That's the key, is humble yourself and admit, hey, I don't know everything. But, to answer your question, Christina, in my opinion, I think that I think it's up to the individual. I really do. Stace may think differently. She may concur. She is really somebody great to ask about that, but I can tell you it's my feeling that they are who they are in their essence, in their very essence, because
Yes.
God knows your heart.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyways, guys, next Thursday, and if Stace gets some things figured out, we'll tell you all about what it is that we've been talking about. And I got a feeling you
I have
and I
some
may be
footage
making
on that too.
do what?
I may have some footage on that too.
Okay. I got a feeling that you and I may be making a trip soon, bud.
Yeah, definitely.
And of course, we got to take Puddin with us.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I agree with Barry. Kiss would have been an awesome Super Bowl halftime show.
Oh, God, yeah.
They would have rocked that stadium out. Seriously, they say that you can be at the back of the stadium during a Kiss concert and the decibels hit the same peak that it would be if a jet engine was right beside your ear. Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley and them boys don't play.
Did you watch the movie they made where they were at the theme park and all that? Did you ever watch that back in the 70s?
I think I missed it.
I watched it a couple weeks ago. First time I'd ever seen it. And I loved it. Lloyd's like, I know you're going to think it's dumb. I'm like, try me first. And I watched it. I'm like, I love that. That was good. Everybody hated that. I thought it was pretty good.
I'm telling you right now, Brooke, no, you're not chopped liver, but I'm not even addressing that damn comment.
Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. No, we don't want to hear that.
I don't want to hear that song. It's bad enough I get it. No. God! It's in my head now.
I read it and sang it as I was reading it.
Yes. Me too. I'm like, why can't you sing something else? Whatever. Sing Where the Green Grass Grows. Metallica's One.
Kiss sure knows something.
Yeah, something. I mean, for Pete's sake. Good Lord. Okay, well, look, guys, we're going to wrap it up.
Thanks for listening to us.
Thank you for everybody for being here tonight. And this is kind of where we're going with the gatherings. We're going to start having some video footage on the front, we hope, of some things that 606 does, 606 Paranormal. Yeah, I tell you. Yeah. So Angie said she hates it when she gets a damn song stuck in her head. It depends on the song for me. That is the one that I'm like, yeah, makes me want. But I love y'all anyway. It don't matter if it's that song or not. So
yeah, we love you guys. Thank you for
next
being
Thursday.
here.
And I tell you what, we may step in here for a short while, Monday or Tuesday. And of course, all of this is brought to you by our Patreons. Without them guys, without everybody on our Patreon, the truth is, right now we couldn't do it. So, so we are very grateful for every single one of you, and thank you a lot. So, Stace, I will see you. I'm going to see you this weekend, right?
Yeah, well, I'll probably see you in my dreams again tonight because we've got unfinished business. So yeah,
Yes.
I'll see you in a couple hours.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds great. And until then, I love you very much.
Love you too.
And
Thank you,
tell the Lord I
everybody.
love him and missed him tonight, and hope to see him soon.
All right,
Okay.
I'll do that.
So, guys, for all of you, on behalf of Stacia Underwood Gullett and myself, I'm Chris Sloan. I hope that you have a wonderful evening. Thanks a lot for being a part of the gatherings. And as always, stay mysterious.
It's gonna be much harder. Time is gonna be slow. Our life